Oh, turn this down here real quick. Howdy, folks. What's up? Morning, morning, morning. I hope you guys are having a good, well, good morning. Anyway, we're going to be doing some trading today. I also wanted to say I got my plaque in today, guys. Or not today, but yesterday. As you guys know in the Discord, I kind of posted up on over there and was just kind of showing you what it looks like and stuff like that. And I'll show you what it looks like right now, too, on camera. Um, if you guys sign up for the lifetime membership, and guys, I highly recommend you guys sign up for the lifetime membership. If you guys are looking for generational wealth and financial freedom, you're going to be wanting to join for life. If you want to take your education seriously, I highly recommend you join for life. If you're looking to, advance, maybe your son, your daughter, or maybe even get into, maybe set up an account for them. This is the best way to stay knowledgeable about the market, about the news, about what's going on, as well as the education. We have some of the best tools by far I've ever seen, best educational videos that I've seen. Um, I can't even talk highly enough about what kind of value we have in the Discord. It's such high value. That's why I do this. I do this, majority of the time because I love doing this. This stuff is for me. If you feel like this is for you, join the lifetime. I got that link in the description below. Um, I think I can post um, the other lifetime link. But I'm telling you guys, this is the best way. We have the learning library in there that has 39 class lessons. I highly recommend you guys go through those and read, or not read, but watch every single one of them. Um, a lot of those classes um, are going to answer your questions that you may have. Like what's the MACD, what's an RSI, when to buy, when to sell. It's giving you all that good information, and it really, like I said, it answers literally a majority of the questions that you may have as a beginner. And like I said, it's good just to kind of stay knowledgeable. I always push the master course classes because I definitely believe in them. I believe in the education. I believe in what it can do for you as a trader. You know what I mean? Like I've personally taken the master course classes, and they're fantastic. But before I even did any of that, I did the learning library. You know what I mean? I didn't really know what a lot of the EMAs mean, or even like what Mo's like his bread bot means. His momentum, what he looks for in the momentum type plays and stuff like that. So, like I said, guys, I highly recommend you guys go in and sign up for the lifetime. I'll post the link right here in the chat here if I can get on here. Here. Boom. Anyway, we're going to be doing some trading. Um, don't forget to use code FREEDOM. Links in the description below too as well. Don't forget to use code FREEDOM. If you can hit that like button for me too, I'd appreciate it. Um, just lets me know that you guys find value in the Discord. Anyway, without further ado here, I'm going to show you guys the plaque. It looks pretty sick. I think it's pretty cool. I made this one myself. Um, it's a pretty big size. You know what I mean? This one at least. I think I got a bigger version of what I really wanted, but it's like a nice. I know my camera doesn't do it justice. I'm working with a laptop webcam here, so if you guys know, But this plaque right here, it's pretty good. It has a nice good mirror on it. This logo is super sick. It's super shiny. It's basically like gold. It has an engraving on here. I don't know if you guys can read the engraving. I'm sure I showed you guys the pictures of it, but it says if you want to be rich, never give people or sorry, here, I'm just going to read it to you real quick. It says if you want to be rich, never give up. People tend to give up. If you have persistence, you will come out ahead of most people. More importantly, you will learn. When you do something, you might fail, but that's not because you're a failure. It's because you have not learned enough. Do it differently each time. One day you'll get it right. Failure is your friend. I believe in that. I believe in that. So, you know, like I said, if you guys believe, if you guys believe, um, in failure like I do, I like I said, I highly recommend you guys sign up for the lifetime membership. And if you guys do sign up for the lifetime membership, you'll get one of these bad boys from me. I personally made it myself. It's coming out of my own pocket for you guys to give you guys some, you know, value and appreciation for taking such a large step going into the lifetime membership. I know it's a big purchase. Um, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. I promise you. You'll never get this kind of value anywhere else. And also too as well, if you guys sign up using my affiliate link, it has to be my affiliate link, by the way, because this is my own personal thing that I'm doing for you guys. It's something I created. You'll as well you as well will get one-on-one time with me once a week for your first month if you sign up using the lifetime membership, and you'll get the plaque. So highly recommend you guys sign up using the discount. I think is ending this week, I believe. I'm unsure actually, but I believe it is. So if you're trying to get that 40% discount, take advantage, guys. Take advantage. Click on the lifetime membership, get your own plaque, you know, and get some one-on-one time with me, and we can go over a couple of things that you may have questions, comments, or concerns. You can also do that by booking an appointment down below. All right, guys. Well, that's that. So let's just jump right into it. You know what I like to do here. We got to look at the fear and greed index, baby. You got to see what the market's doing. It looks like we're in neutral here. So if you guys been following along, you know I've been keeping track of what's going on. It looks like we're getting in the neutral stage here. We did have a nice, good, decent push up the past couple of days. A little small dip, a little dip to rip, as I like to say. Straight stock price strength, it's a little fearful, but you can see it's kind of consolidating right around that 2% mark. Put and call options, look, I mean, huge movements here. Huge movements. Market volatility, you know, I like looking at the VIX. You know, I like trading the VIX when it's around 18. Today it's looking like it's around 17, almost, I think 16, 15 ish, somewhere around there. You can see that 50-day MA. That's the moving average. We're just under there. It looks like we basically are almost tapped here, didn't tapped here, and now we're coming back. I think we're going to probably tap up top. So we might have a little relief going into today. We'll see. All right. Let's look at the daily here for SPY. Oh, what the hell? I hate ads. Let's look at the daily here for SPY here real quick. Boom. All right, so it looks like my lines are lining. So if you guys were with me last week, or not last week, sorry. If you guys were with me Tuesday, man, dude, I'm already sweating. It's 85. If you look on my bottom left right over here, 85, mostly cloudy. It's hot, bro. It's humid over here. We got monsoon sweeping through. It's crazy. Anyway, my lines are lining, as you guys know. I was looking right here for this top. It looks like we topped right here again. Boom, bounced back, kind of came close to the 13 EMA. Boom, bounced back up again. And then we came and tested this resistance up here. We poked above just barely, and then now we're seeing that slight small rejection back down, testing that 5, which is pretty common. We might actually head down to the 13 today, possibly. So be looking for an area around 748, 7. Yeah, this is probably going to creep up, so probably 749.50. So be aware of that. Looks like we are having that selling pressure right now as we speak. So let's kind of look at the overall market. Yeah, little rip to dip. Let's look at the overall market here. You know what I like to do? You know, I'm always keeping track of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's, looks like it topped out on one of my lines here. I have a line over here. So I actively trade Bitcoin. Kind of regularly, actually. So I have a little forever line there. I'm going to get rid of that. Anyway, enough of that. Let's look at SPY here. Boom. All right, cool. So, you know, these indices make up SPY. These are some of the top holders here for SPY. Here, actually, let's zoom out. What are we looking like? A little trend down, trend up, consolidation, consolidation, trend down. So these three, look how these three pretty much kind of match up almost. You see them? Little small consolidation right here, consolidation right here, consolidation right here, and then you have that big push up and then that big push down for all three of these. See how they're all kind of in sync with each other? Same thing with SPY. You'll see the same thing almost. Just at a huge, well, this is a 1 minute chart here. Let me change this to the 5 minute. Kind of almost the same thing. Not really. Because SPY is made up of a whole bunch of different indices. So we do have the consolidation right here. Little small rip up here, but we have that big deep sell-off that's kind of happening, which looks like Nvidia is kind of the leader of that right here. And same thing with Avago. So just be mindful of that. All right, let's go back to the 1 minute. Looks like the 13 crossed the 50. It's bearish. Yeah, it looks like everything's kind of selling off here. Got trio happening right here for Nvidia. Another one right here. Another one. No, not really, because these are under. These are all tangled up. What did I say we were going to probably go to? We're probably going to the 13, which is probably going to be, this is probably going to creep up. So probably 749.50. That's my prediction, 749.50. You know what we'll do? We'll just do a little line right here. Just for fun. All right, let's go down to the 15 minute here. You know how I like to do it. Well, it does look, oh, well, I don't want that. Get rid of that. It does look like we do have a little gap right here. You guys see that gap right here? Just a little bit right here. So I'm also going to keep that in mind. Turn my little magnet on. All right, let's turn it back off. All right. Just a small gap. Just a small sliver. So nothing special. We could possibly have a double bottom right here. But it kind of lines up with that 13 EMA support area. So we probably come down right here. Let's see if we do. I have no idea what this was. Let me see. What are we looking like trend-wise? Sorry, folks. You know me, I gotta be looking at all of it. Is there anything right here? Nothing is right here. Okay, but we do have a support right here. Kind of one right here, but it's really right here. Huh. Okay, all right, sorry. I'm thinking. I'm using the old noodle here to see if we can get into something. All right, so let's, did you guys have any questions? Did you want me to look at anything for you? Did you guys want me to chart something? Do you have a ticker you want me to look at? Let me know in the comments. I'll do it for you right now. I'll give you guys like a minute or so to talk amongst yourselves about him. I'm going to sit here and drink this coffee. No questions? No comments? No concerns? Nothing you want me to look at? All right, looks like we're going to get that wash here then. All right, let's just... Oracle? Jonathan, you got it, buddy. I'll look at Oracle for you. Let's do it. You know, I'm really mad. When I first bought, oh man, what a sell off. Yeah, let's look at that daily here. Oh, it's sold off. Oh, wonderful. I might just start jumping into buying this again. This looks like a great buy spot, personally. My personal opinion, when was it? 25, 24. So I started buying Oracle around this area in 24, and I watched it run all the way up. And then I was like, and then I sold, and I was like, man, I should have probably held. And then this thing ripped all the way up to 300. I was so mad. QUBT, you got it, Carlo. You got it. All right, let's look right here on the daily. I mean, we are bearish here, but I'm going to be honest. This area right here is a huge. Here, let me just turn the bread bot off so you can actually see the chart. You see we have an area of support right here. That's because we have this long consolidation right here. So I would expect a bounce. I would expect a bounce near this area. Looks like we broke through this previous support. Now we're going to be testing this line. So I'd be looking for support. I would be looking support as low as $96 right here. So possibility it goes to 96-ish area. But I expect a rebound because, like I said, that consolidation for me makes me think. It makes me think. Sorry, let's go back to the daily. I meant to go to the daily. It makes me think that we will. It does look like you have lots of selling pressure. I think you have some fear in the market. Everybody's switching over from what did I hear? From software to from AI to software, I think. So it looks like software is kind of the play, and then cloud services. Cloud services were pretty big. So let's see if we can actually beat something here. I don't have any lines, honestly, to draw here because that's a tough one. It's a toughie. So if you, I know it's a little messy, but if you break past this, like I said, in the 96-ish area, um, you're going lower, probably to 57. Probably not, maybe not that low. You'll probably go to 80. Probably go to 80-ish area. But I expect you would get a bounce. I mean, you had a huge rip up right here. I'm sure there's lots of orders probably sitting right here around this area. So here, I'm actually going to draw one line here. And that's going to be like right here. We'll come back to this in a couple days, and then I'll draw another one right here too as well. To me, these two would be key areas. So I'm just going to add a text here. Come back in like, I don't know. Come back in a little while, and then remind me to look at this again because I'll forget. I like putting little lines out and little feelers just to kind of see if that's where we're going to bounce for the supportish area. So I think generally in this area, that's where we're going to get a bounce. Personal opinion, might not happen, but we'll see. Because like I said, you are bearish on the day. You had that 13 cross and the 5 cross the 50 right here, and you have this huge wash down. You do have a gap up, so that is kind of promising. So if you're looking for the bounce, I would probably be looking for the bounce to go all the way up to this area right here. So let's write a little gap. What is it? 198. 198.01. Gap. So probably, and you have the Bollinger Band. See how the Bollinger Bands are kind of curling right here? Makes me also think that you're going to have some support, possibly a bounce. All right, now let's go to qubits. Quantum computing. This is Nate's favorite. Nate, if you're in here, shout out to Nate. Love that guy. Dude's great. Big Pinky Nate. All right. Man, we were talking about this a while ago. This is Nate's nemesis. All right. Yeah. So look for that support. Is this a gap right here on the daily? Yeah, it is. It is. Not too far off. Not too far off. All right, yeah, because I was going to say it looks like you have a support area right here because you can see the bounces that happened right here. A bounce here and a bounce here for that rip up. Got overbought. Now you're having that big sell off, that big push down. So, personal opinion, I would think we're going down to what is this? What I got? The 484. 484, that's what I'd look for. Obviously, you have the 13 that crossed the 5. Looks like you still have some room to wash. There is another little small gap right here, too, as well. See this little bad boy here? Let's just turn the bread bot off here real quick because let's make it more clean. Boom. All right, boom. There's a gap right here, so you'll most likely fill this. So 728. Remind me, come back here, bro, and remind me to look at this again for you, okay? So come back next week or something like that, maybe in the next Tuesday and Thursday. Come back in and be like, yo, check out Qubits again, quantum computing. Another gap right here too. Jeez, this is crazy, and this is on the daily too. Yeah, another one right here. Yeah, so you're gonna have that selling pressure. I think you're just gonna have the selling. You're gonna be selling off. So 6.09 right here gap. So you're probably gonna fill this, maybe bounce. You do have a dude. Why is this thing gapping so much? This seems like a very dangerous thing to get into if you guys are playing this. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is the daily chart that I'm looking at here. So gapped. All right, so thesis. You sell off, you fill the gap. Here, I'm going to put some arrows here too. Let's just make this a little easier. You fill this gap. This gap gets filled. You fill this gap. From this gap, you come down here to fill this one. And from that one, you probably consolidate for a little bit. If not, if you have the momentum, you'll probably fill this bottom gap down here. Maybe. You got to have the momentum, though. You got to break a couple of support areas, honestly. That's what I think. That's what I think. We'll come back to this in a little while and see how this plays out. I could be totally wrong. But, yo, what's up, bro? What's up, Nate? Another tech company that is breaking my heart. BBAI. All right, let's take a look at it. Big Bear, baby. Big Bear, Big Bear. Yeah, brother. You got a gap all the way down right here. To 58. Looks like you're having the momentum down. Now, this is a support area because you see a bounce right here. You see this little left one. You see how this bounced up? Boom, bounced up. You had another little bounce up right here, which matches this one. So possible double bottom. Boom, bounce back up. Rejection. Is this a head and shoulders? Kind of. Not really. Not really. I wouldn't consider this a head and shoulders. Personally. No. Mm-mm. All right. So yeah, so you have that momentum. She's heading down, man. She's heading down. Let's turn on the bread bot here. I mean, you had the 13 and the 5 cross down here. You know what that wash is. You had the 13 test. Bear said not today. Boom, they break it down. You're probably heading down to 258. So look for 258. Come back. Like I said, just guys, just come back and remind me, all right? Crypto B, morning. How you doing? What's up, buddy? How you doing? Howdy, 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 howdy. All right, let's get into some trading here. All right. Well, first things first. Was that analysis all right for you guys? Did you guys want me to look at one? I'll look at one more ticker if you guys would like. If not, we're gonna jump into some trading. All right. Looks like you're having that momentum push back up a little bit after that sell. Pretty common. Yeah, it looks like you're having that 13 rejection possibly. We'll see. This is a tough call here, guys. Honestly, this is a very tough call. Like I said, this could be the bottom. It looks like it did bounce right here for a possible double bottom. This is what I was talking about earlier too. There's so many things on how you can play this, guys, honestly. There's so many different ways. There's so many there's so much analysis that goes into trading. It's crazy. But yeah, like I said before, this previous double bottom, you could possibly see that bounce here. Looks like we rejected though, so we're gonna have to kind of see where the momentum is in a little bit, because we do have this gap up right here. Remember, guys, we have this gap up. We could fill this before we even head back down. That's the thing about trading. You never really necessarily know. ETH or ETH, Jimmy. All right, I'll take a look at ETH really quick. I'm not really into crypto too much. The only thing that I really am into on crypto is Bitcoin and XRP. Head and shoulders, immediate head and shoulders, what I say. Left shoulder, or sorry, left shoulder, no, left shoulder over here, head, right shoulder over here, neckline right here, and then you have this sell off right here. I can even show you here. Neckline. You're gonna have to probably beat. Probably gonna have to beat. I mean, it looks like you're creeping up a little bit with the 5 crossing the 13, or the 5 crossing the 50. 13 looks like it's about to cross back up too, but I don't think it has the momentum right now. I mean, it's been stuck in this kind of consolidation. You can clearly see over here too, you have a 50 breakout just above, didn't confirm, came all the way back down under. You had the 13 and 5 cross over here for that bullish momentum. Slight consolidation, dance with the 50. Bear said, not today, sold off pretty hard, honestly. And now you're coming up to scoop up the bottom. I would personally be looking for ETH to come down and test the 50 at 1811. And then you would want to be looking for that either bounce or that confirmation, kind of like what you have over like right here, or even like right here in this area. You need that bounce. You need that bounce. You need this to carry back up, but it's just not looking that good. Yeah, she's not looking good, honestly. This is the daily. So you had to, like, dude, I mean, consolidation like crazy. The 13 here, you got to pay attention to as well. The 13 could reject off the 50. It looks like that's kind of what's kind of happening right here. This could easily just kind of curl back down. So look for that consolidation. If you're looking for a long, I would probably wait for the confirmation above the 50. So a couple days or so. All right, y'all. So let's get back into SPY. And let's do some trading here. We're doing some paper trading. Looks like we're coming up and testing the 50. Yeah, no problem, Jimmy. No problem. Of course, man. That's what we're here for. It's what I love doing. I love charting. I love doing the technicals. It's good knowledge, man. It's good to have a good set of eyes and bounce ideas off each other. That's what I'm here for too, guys. If you guys ever have any ideas or want me to look at something, or you're like, yo, check this out. This thing looks crazy. I'll look at it, bro. I love looking at charts. It gets my blood going, baby. All right. Cup of coffee, man. Just want a cup of coffee. Who was that? Mancho, man. Anyway, looks like we're getting some strength here. I think I might get a call. I don't know. This is looking like it's kind of rejecting down. EMAs. I don't know. RSI is real low on everything. 29 on Microsoft, 38 on Nvidia, 39 on Avago, 31 on Meta. So this looks like the relief that we're going to be having here very shortly. Hopefully my chart will reload properly because I hate when it does this. There we go. All right. This is what I was talking about too on ETH. See how the 13's creeping up on the 50 right here? So you could have a possible rejection. This probably might cross here, but what we're looking for is obviously a rejection. I think I might go short on this. I think I'm going to short. 1 minute, we're on the 60 for the RSI. I'm just looking for this top right here. So I think I'm going to draw a line here. Pull out my Crayolas. All right. So there's two lines that I'm technically looking at right here. And these are the two. And you know how I like it. I like it thick. I got to thicken them up. Boom. All right. So these are the lines that I'm looking at. I'm going to possibly get into a short here. A little scary because the 13 just crossed the 50, so we could have that bullish momentum. I think we're going to have a rejection right off the top here. Also too as well, guys, you got to kind of pay attention because we did, if we come back over to the 15-minute, right, we do have this gap up over here, so be looking at 755. This could break out above. Also possible 50 rejection. I don't know. This is a very dicey game, this one. Very dicey. 15-minute looks like she wants to flip. Look at this support right here on this bounce. Same thing over here with that double bottom from previous day, right? But we're going to roll. I think I'm going to roll the dice. Toast when you have a chance. Oh, roast? Roast? Isn't roast Ross? R-O-S-T? Ross? I love retail. I used to trade Ross a lot too. I like Ross. I like trading. Oh, overbought on the 15. Let's look at the daily here real quick. That's the weekly. I don't care about the weekly. I only like the daily. Oh, she looks good. She looks like she wants to rip right out of the gate. Got that 13 coming up. Momentum. These full body candles lead me to believe that there's still a move upwards. Bollinger Bands are kind of creeping out. You see how they're creeping out a little bit? Only thing I would be worried about is the possible rejection right here at 233. 233 to 237. So look out for 233 because we do have this, but this right here, this makes me think that you're going to head higher. You got the EMAs tangled up, but they're both kind of crossing at the same time. So it leads me to think there's still that bullish momentum still happening. So if this 13 crosses and confirms above, definitely come up for the top right here and look for the top of this resistance of this body candle. So 241, what did I say, 241? Or I said 237 or something. 241, so right up here. This is the zone that I would be kind of watching. Right here. It'll probably consolidate and rip up. My personal opinion, that's what I think. All right, let's get back to SPY real quick. Let's see what we're doing. All right, I'm going to get into some trades here, guys. I know that's what we're all here for. We're here to make some money. All right, it looks like we're slightly dying down. Not really. Here we go. Here's that momentum push. We're still waiting for her to come back up. Let's look at the overall market here and just kind of see how I have my lines already over here in my 1 minute chart so we can pay attention to that. It looks like Microsoft is curling back around. You see the MACD right here too? Oof, man, I might get into a call. It's kind of crazy. Nope. Nope. This looks dangerous, guys. This looks like a dangerous day. Man, dude, I want to rip a call real quick, but I feel like I'm going to get hit with that reversal. Look at the RSI. RSI is at 64. So, you know me, you know how I have it charted. 70 and 30 is what I look for. That's where I see the most bounces. I mean, if I scroll out right here too as well, you can clearly see up over here on this RSI right here that we normally reject around 70 on the RSI, and then we normally bounce around the 30 area. So that's why I'm also going to base this trade off of. All right, let's get ready here, guys. Let's see if we get this rejection here. Where are we at? 752, so 753 would probably be the move. All right, I'm lining up some puts here. 753 puts, I'm lining them up. Man, I should have probably got in right here, huh? I should have taken that chance and got in right here. Let's see if we get a bounce off the 5 up real quick. Dude, I'm sweating, guys. I'm sweating. It's hot up in over here. I got my air to 78 right now. It's humid, bro. It's humid as hell in here. Give me another push up. Push, 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 push. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, we're about to get in. I'm about to get in. Look at the RSI right here. It's at 64. Down over here, it's at 64. We're just creeping just right here. And like I said, you can see when the RSI gets around this area. Normally when it does, you have a rejection, or like I said, when it comes down here, you normally have a bounce. So it's what we're going to be playing. I think I might get in right here, guys. All right, I'm going for it. I'm going to risk it. I'm probably going to get smoked. I probably should have waited. Yeah, I should have waited. Why does this candle look crooked? That's because it was crooked. There we go. Straighten her out. That was a terrible entry. I should have waited on this candle over here. I'm probably going to double down, actually. I'm going to double down on this. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Just kind of a waiting game. All right, I'm going in on the double. All right, I doubled down. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna get ready to close here, guys. I'm only in this for a short time. I'm not here for a long time. Only a good time. Nope. Bulls still want it. Looks like the Bulls still want it. I could get smoked here, guys. I could get destroyed right out of the gate. Looks like that's exactly what's happening right now. This is what Mo likes to call a little bottle rocket candle. Bulls just want it more. We're down bad. Yeah, 15-minute. Dude, I can't stop freaking sweating. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna come up and probably gap fill this. This 15 minutes engulfing. I should have came and looked at the 15-minute first. Broke through both my lines that I thought were going to be resistance here. Let's go up right a little bit above here. Just going to hold off. Going to be a little patient here. I was playing the body of this candle. The wick is just as good too. So let's see if we get that rejection. Doesn't look like it, honestly. Like I said, the bulls look like they want it. RSI is a little hot though, so that's what I'm basing the trade off of. This would have been the way to get out right here. I thought we were going to curl back down. Lots of volume down here below. Let's look at the option statistics too as well while we're here. All right, SPY. Oops. Yeah, it looks like the puts want it more. 752, you got 283K over at 138. I mean, these numbers are just not matching up here. 751 is high, 750. Yeah, dude, I mean, the total volume that's a pretty decent difference here, especially on the ask or above. Puts are in it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if we can come back down here. I just need this push. I mean, like I said, there is lots of volume down here. You see all the volume down here too, as well as, like I said, on the options chain right here in the distribution. I mean, 1.2. I mean, wow, the calls look like they're coming back up. It was 950. Now it's 973. Bulls looking like they really want to try to take it back here. Yeah. Not a lot of volume on 53. 52, 53, well, 52 is still under, but man, not good. Strength off of the 5. Let's see if we can come back down here. I don't like that EMA curled back up like that. Does not make me feel good about that. All right. Yeah, these are looking like they're flipping. Looks like it's going to carry up. If Microsoft carries this back up, I'm toast. I'm donezo. Yeah, it looks like she wants to break above. That's no bueno. I mean, we did close under. I can't tell if this is going to be a consolidation for another leg up, which it very much possibly will. I just don't see it right now. I don't see it. This area right here is an accumulation area. All right, what do you guys think? You guys think we're heading lower? Think we're heading up? Let me know. Let me know. We going up? We going down? We going up? We going down? Looks like we're heading up, honestly, in my opinion. I'm playing the downside, but I don't like this. I'm down a decent amount too. Stuck in this chop right here, guys. Stuck in the chop. I'm worried about the 13. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like this. We still haven't beat this line really yet. Have not confirmed, but we are consolidating. It's anybody's ball game, honestly, at this point. All right. Let's look at trade view. Oh, yeah. All right. I should probably get out that 15. And the 15 right here, you have that 5 cross the 13. Yeah, 5 crossing the 13. We're just above the 50, dude. We're probably going to push up. If we push up, I know why. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to take the L on that one. Yeah, we broke above right here. I'm out. See how we peaked just above? I'm out. Yep. All right, here comes the push. Let's play the other side here. We're going for it. We're going for the call here. Jesus. Man. Got faked out there, boys. Got faked out. I thought this little peek out was going into Discovery, thinking that we are going to probably head another head up higher. Did not. Got faked out on that. I need this baby to push back up here. It's doing what I needed it to do a candle after I closed. Ridiculous. Yep, here comes that push that I need right here. Watch. I need a 50 bounce here. Microsoft is not doing a thing. Hopefully we don't get a rejection here off the 50 on these two. Man. Am I going to get both ends of the stick on this one, bro? Did I just play the reversal? I mean, pretty close. I mean, the Bears are pushing. I mean, the Bulls are pushing back up over here. The volume's picking up for the Bulls. Shorts might get squeezed out here. 13 test. I like the bounce up. We just need it to continue higher. I don't like the Bollinger Band, though. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to hold this off. I think we're going to at least get the EMA test. So probably heading up for this gap that I was talking about earlier, 754. It's a very small one, though. 754.60 to 754.68.66. It's only a couple of cents, but... Oh, here we go. Here's that engulfing. All right, head a little higher. We're going to close out here, guys. We're going to close out here. Last price, 771. We're going to go 775. Woof. We're back at break even. Don't like that. These are some crazy candles right here. I can't, it's really hard to gauge and it's really hard to really tell which direction we're going. Obviously, we're bullish again, right? After the dip, we got the rip off of the 5 and the 13 crossing right here. We also crossed the VWAP, which also gives me a bullish, thinking bullish. Still down some money. I might not get it, man. I still think we're heading higher a little bit. So turn this magnet off. Come up here. Possibly come back down here. Let's see if this plays out a little bit later in the day. No, here comes the reversal. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm out. I'm taking a loss on that one. Man, 2 L's in a row, bro. That's how frustrating. All right, we're going back into puts. I'm waiting on entry right here. I want it to come back up and test. Yeah, right there. Dude, I am not getting it today. With most plays I got paid this morning. Nice, Dash. Nice. Dude, I'm getting destroyed, bro. I'm getting destroyed on these reversals just right out of the gate. Both all three trades, really, honestly. I got this one, didn't sell. Sold at a loss right here. Came down for the 50 test. Thinking that we're kind of come back and test the 13 to push back down. Now we're pushing back up. Now we're just in chop, bro. We're in chop. Trying to play the chop. Are we actually going bullish or no? Yeah. Man, I'm having a rough trade. Dude, I'm having a rough trading week this week. You see all these reversals, dude? I mean, it's extremely difficult to play, bro. You can't get in nowhere, bro. You can't get in nowhere. I mean, honestly, I can't even play this right now. I have no. All right, I'm gonna go for it again. I'm gonna go for some puts again. Let's see if we can see if I can get in this real quick. I really can't tell if we're breaking down or breaking out. These candles are freaking crazy. All right, I'm in. I'm in. Let's see if we can get a little small win here. I need to bring some of these losses back. Are we just halted or what? Okay. Maybe it's just my internet there for a second. All right. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, I'm out right here. All right, took some of that loss down. I made like $100, like $90 on that. I'm gonna have to play this short. I'm gonna have to play this fast, honestly, because these candles, the thing with these are the candles wipe you out real quick. It either makes or breaks your play when you have this type of volatility. And being on the right side is literally about timing. And the timing on these sometimes is like real dicey, especially when you get in these areas. I mean, it wasn't a bad call, right? It's just, man, look at these engulfing candles, man. These reversals are absolutely diabolical. And there's just nothing you can really do about that. I'm going in with another put here. I think we're going to possibly reject. Got the puts lined up here. I'm going to scalp here, guys. I'm going to scalp. So sorry if I'm not talking as much, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for these quick plays. Breakout above. Here we go. Finally. Are we finally going into where I want it to go? Possibly. Got that 50 strength here. 5 coming up. Looking for that gap fill. Remember, guys, we're shooting for 754.68. So let's actually mark that here on the chart. What did I say? 760. What did I say? What was the number again? 754.66. 754. Here, let's just move this guy out. 754.66-ish. So right here on this gray line. All right. Like right there. Right here to the blue line. That's where we're going. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this guy anymore. We already know this is a consolidation. Like I said, this is an accumulation area where I thought we were going to break down. We just didn't. We ended up breaking out. The 15-minute also was bullish. We know why. That's what I initially got into, right? I got into that call, but like I said, man, these reversals, dude, rejected hard right here, and I got out at a huge loss both times. And then I was like, all right, I'm going in for the puts right here off of the EMA. Nope, got smoked on that reversal again right off that bounce. You see how this 5 was curling down? That's also what I was basing my play off of. I was just a little early on that, right? I didn't get the confirmation. It's always important that you guys get the confirmation when you're trading. All right, here we go. I'm lining up the puts. We're going 755. 755. I'm looking for that gap fill rejection here. Gap fill rejection here. 5 just crossed the 50. Don't reject now, you hooligan. God, see, it just did it already. See, and that's the thing sometimes too. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys notice this, but this is something that I notice a lot. When you get a new candle, like as this one right here, sometimes after you have a run up, this will run down really quick to touch one of the EMAs before it runs back up. That's a very common thing that I see. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's just the space in here really quick that reinsures buyers and sellers come in at a good price. But I see that fluctuation happen quite often, honestly, when it comes to uh, new candles, especially after a nice run up really quick. Like these two are full, they're not full body candles because the wick, you can see the wicks, but they're pretty good engulfing candles here. I mean, as you can see, I mean, these are the 15-minute candles. I mean, this one candle took out like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 candles. This single one, you know what I'm saying? See, here's that little small dip. You think we dip down to the 50 real quick? I mean, we're so close. We're so close. I'm flipping over to the calls here. We're going calls. Boom, I'm in. See if we just bounce up right here. Next candle, about 20 seconds. I would love for this to be above the 5 here. All right, I'm liking that. Wonderful. All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to close this bad boy out. All right, I'm out. All right, brought her down a little bit. I wasn't really going to risk it off of here, even though we had this engulfing. There's just been too many crazy reversals this morning. I'd rather take that profit. I'm lining up the puts here again real quick. 755 puts. Just need a little push up here. Come on. Come on, give her the push. Just not getting it. Is this going to curl down? I don't think so. We're right here, guys. Come on. Just a little tap-roo. Little tap. Little tap, tap, tap-a-roo. It's time to go home now, ball. Happy Gilmore reference. I hope you guys like that one. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Great movie. Love that movie. Hilarious. Possible rejection. Another 13 test. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Make it quick. I'm going to do a quick little scalp here. Come on, just go to the 13. Just go to the 13 real quick. Just tap the 13 before you head up. Tap the 13. One time for the one time. Fuck. I mean, fudge. Dang, man. No, no. All right, taking the L on that one. We're back at a 980 loss here. Well, I got bamboozled. Going back into the calls here, guys. I still think we fill this gap up here, bro. I don't know. What are we waiting for here? We're not really waiting on anything. It just likes to play games with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Another consolidation for a leg up. You know what I mean? I mean, we're right here, bro. Right here. Where's the momentum, 5? I need the momentum.
Is there?
All right, looks like we got that bounce off that 13. This call is looking fairly okay, kind of, not really. And indecision, or what do you call it? What is this called? A spinning top. Mm-mm. I mean, I got the bounce up, just didn't even get we didn't get the gap fill. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, dude, are you gonna come down and test the 5 here? That's what I was saying earlier when you have that fill. Dude, this is just ridiculous. I need to see this 50 bounce right here. I don't think we're done. I don't think we're gonna beat the 50 in my opinion. Got the cross here. I don't think that matters as much. I'm going in on a call. I mean, I hate that. Looking for the bounce. Waiting for the next candle here. All right, I'm in. I think we're gonna bounce. Man, it's a fight right here. Yeah, it looks like the bulls want to come back right here too. Like I said, when we have the 50 is really good either support or resistance, and I figured we would bounce and curl back up right here. I see this happen a lot, especially on a first 50 test kind of. This is the first candle that came down and touched it. See if we can make a little comeback here. Two minutes until the next 15-minute candle. Yo, Dash, see you later. All right, making back some of the losses here. I'm going to get ready to exit though. Last price is 125. I'm going to do a limit. I'm going to do 150. I'm selling at 150. Let's see if we can get it. Last price 132. I would assume it'd need to be up right here around 754.45. Push up for me. Push, push, push. All right. I just hope I don't get hit with a reversal right here. This looks like a resistance area right here. Literally looks like a resistance area. I think I'm going to cancel that. We're just going to get out. We're going to get out. I'm going to get out with a little bit of profit. All right. Well, looks like you came back up a little. All right. Yeah, I'm getting out right there. I don't I want to withhold some profits. I don't mind getting out a little early. I don't trust this area right here cuz it's been a strong resistance. We could break out above and gap fill right now, but it's not in it. It's too dicey. Yeah, see again, these reversals have been crazy. And again, 13 tests and then we're going to bounce back up. That's what I'm saying. Like these fake outs these are some crazy candles here. Good entry. Probably the only good play that we had today, honestly. I ain't even gonna lie. Analysis was correct down here. Got faked out right here. Well, I got faked out twice. It came back up. I was like, oh, we're gonna call. Great. Boom, instant reversal. Got out after we dipped down below this previous low. Yeah, here we go. Gap fill. All right. I mean, wow. Yep. Volatility's picking up here. I'm lining up puts here real quick. See, it wants to fill. You see how it wants to fill this, and then it gets rejected real fast? It's because the Bulls and the Bears are in a fight right here. The Bears don't want the gap to be filled, and the Bulls do. Lots of large orders, I'm assuming, are up there. But I mean, yeah, these wick, whew, dangerous volatility. All right, looks like I got that rejection. See, dude, this is a tough one, guys. This is a toughie. I kind of want to rip a call right here for fun. I kind of want to take that chance. Kind of want to take that chance right here. I think I might do the same thing off the 50 again. New 15-minute candle. All right, I'm going for it. I'm risking it for the biscuit. I'm risking it. Volatility is absolutely insane. We're in a call here, guys. In a call. This is a tough one, dude. Oof. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh man. Push. Push up. Rip up here. Yeah. Yeah. No. 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 Don't do it. Continue higher. There we go. All right. Come on. Push.
Are you still on the phone?
All right. I'm out of that. Looks like we're pushing back down. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm glad I got out of that. Thought we were gonna break back above, just didn't happen. Could get the bounce off of the 50 here. EMAs are creeping up. I think we will. So close. Okay, guys, yeah, I gotta go. So, just watching these charts. What was I gonna do? I need something to do. Um, what was I gonna say? Uh, bu- 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 Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna leave. By the way, if you guys are looking to sign up for the lifetime membership, I highly recommend it. You know, you see my plaque down over there. Um, you can sign up using my digital business card. You can sign up by scanning this QR code or clicking on my digital business card on my YouTube page right here, this blue highlighted one. This is gonna pull up all my stuff right here to book an appointment, lifetime membership, the payment plan. So if you guys are looking for, you know, a payment plan for the lifetime membership, you can do that here. I think it's if you add the code, I don't think this applies to this. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Code Freedom actually takes 40% off of the 12-month payments. So you pay $246 a month for the lifetime payments. You could do that, or you know, you can just outright buy it. You know, we got the 6 month, 6 payment plan, 3 payment plan, and then we also have the annual. So if you guys are looking for just the year, you guys can join the yearly membership too as well. Um, and if you guys are looking for the monthly, we got the monthly up over here. Code Freedom, I think, is just until the end of this week, I believe. So definitely check those out, guys, as well as you can follow me on my socials, my Kick, my YouTube, and my X. I highly recommend that. Also, too, guys, if you guys are looking to sign up with the lifetime membership, you also get this awesome, cool plaque right here that I made myself, custom made. Boom, you'll get one of these. This is my way of giving back to you guys in the community and stuff. So if you guys are interested, definitely sign up. You'll get one of these from me personally. Um, got that, and then also too as well, you'll get that one-on-one time with me too as well. For your first week, for your first week for a month. Sorry guys, I'm having some brain farts happening right now. I'm like thinking about like 5 different other things. Anyway, sign up with the lifetime membership. I think I put the link in the description too as well for the lifetime members. So definitely do that. And if you guys want, you guys can also book an appointment with me. I have it in my digital business card too as well. Right here, right here. So if you guys are looking to have any questions or looking to get some answers about possibly signing up for the lifetime rule, book an appointment with me. You know what I mean? All you got to do, you can book one for tomorrow at 12 p.m. Put your first, last name, email address, and your Discord name. This allows me to know who you are in the Discord, obviously, and then we can have a one-on-one video call for about 30 to 45 minutes and go over any questions, comments, and concerns that you got going on. So, Jimmy, thanks for that. I appreciate that. And thanks for stopping by. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I'll see you guys in the Discord. Have a great rest of your day, y'all.